Marco here. Today I bring you part 8, Getting Screwed Purchasing Real Estate in Croatia. The story I'm going to talk about today is well documented. Down below, I'm going to post the link which will take you to the Nova TV YouTube channel where you can watch their report on this story. Also here on the screen, I'll put the name of the YouTube video. You can punch it in and once again, pull up this Nova TV report on this story. It's in Croatian. If you speak Croatian or understand any Croatian, I encourage you to watch this 10-minute report. It's quite crazy, but let me translate it into English for you. In 2010, a woman from Austria purchased a condo in Split, Croatia for 950,000 euros. On the completion date, she paid out 950,000 euros. She received the keys to the unit. Her name was registered at the land title system. However, the husband and wife who sold her the unit, in the meantime, the husband went back to the condo and changed the locks on the condo and never left the condo, so she couldn't get in. So she paid 950,000 euros for this condo, but did not have access to the condo. Then she started legal proceedings to get this gentleman out of this condo. She did not get possession of this condo until 2025, until this year. It took her 5 years to evict the previous owner who she had paid out in full of the entire 950,000 euro amount. How is this possible? Well, that's the Croatian legal system. Every time she got an order for an eviction or something along those lines, he would appeal it and just kept dragging it out for over 5 years. There are many other crazy details to this story. For example, because she was registered as the owner of this condo in 2010, she called to disconnect the electricity and the utilities to this unit, which the court overturned. So for years, she was paying for electricity for this condo that the previous owner was illegally living in. So this person lived in this condo for 5 years for essentially free before he was finally kicked out. That is the Croatian legal system. You would never, ever see that in Canada. I've done over 1,200 real estate transactions in Canada, and the owner has always moved out on the completion date. And if the owner did stay behind, it would certainly not take 5 years. It would be a matter of a month or two getting that owner out, and that owner would also be liable for damages and other things. But in Croatia, 5 years to get this person out. So that is why I personally always buy in Croatia from reputable developers with a long track history of successful buildings. If a developer's built like 10 buildings in the past and they're building an 11th building and they're selling 100 condos in that building, they're not going to screw over 100 purchasers and ruin their reputation, especially if they have 10 projects behind them. I would be very careful in Croatia buying from an owner directly, because these types of things can happen. You don't hear this happening in the US, Australia, Canada, but in Croatia, it can definitely happen. If someone knows how to play the system, you could be in for a long haul in terms of getting that owner out of the property, even if you've paid in full. So once again, watch the story. It's in Croatian, but unfortunately, these things happen in Croatia. You have to be super careful. And once again, if you're buying directly from an owner, make sure you have a great lawyer advising you. Make sure there's systems put in place to try to mitigate this type of situation. Research the owners as well. Are the owners reputable people? Are they people that are likely or unlikely to try to pull this sort of maneuver where you pay them out and they don't move out? That's it for this week. Marco Juras.